Donald Trump has said he doesn't want to talk about the word woke. He doesn't want to use the word woke. And Ron DeSantis on the other side is saying, I'm all about fighting wokeism. Where do you stand on wokeism? What does it mean to you?
Just the other day I found out what the word woke means.
What does it mean? Inform me.
Just like millennial talk, you might want to help me here. Just kind of just the very liberal green, tree hugging, same sex, transgender, BLM. I mean, that's woke.
The very green, tree-hugging, same-sex BLM. That's woke, says the intellectual of the year, wearing an NRA t-shirt. He believes it's woke and speaks of it very derisively to support people's rights and the health of the planet that is slowly dying or quickly dying because we refuse to take simple actions that we could to stop it. But the rights that we should definitely not infringe on is you getting rifles and guns and AR-15s. That's very important. But those who might need help from society, might need assistance, don't help them. Help the ones who don't need it because they can protect themselves because they have guns. Makes a lot of sense.
What does woke mean to you, and do you like it as an issue?
I do have a problem with it. Is it an issue? I think the mainstream media is what is exacerbating the issue. But yes, it is one of the biggest issues because they're trying to indoctrinate our kids. They're trying to do all kind of things to our kids. And they say we don't have a right to make these decisions. Only the child does. So, no, it's yeah.
Well, what about women's voting? I'm devil's advocating here. If in the early 1900s they said, oh, that's woke, giving women the vote. If Julian Bond and John Lewis had to listen to people say, getting rid of Jim Crow's, that's woke. Where is the difference in that?
The difference is the extremism behind it. Yes, a lot of things you would have said at one time was woke. The Wright brothers trying to fly a plane.
Totally woke.
They would say that was woke, but that's a different definition, I think. When you make it to try to change decisions, change policies, change people's lives without them having a choice, I don't agree with that.
You think wrong. You do agree with giving women the right to vote, even though that would have been woke, but you're cool with that kind of woke. You do agree with getting rid of Jim Crow laws that discriminated against you, sir, black people in this country, even though that was woke. But you're not okay with modern day woke, which is giving rights and trying to fight for the freedoms of other groups that you're not part of and that haven't historically, for the last 100 years, 50 years, been the case. Only old ones should be respected, but not new groups that need help, not groups that are emerging and finally clamoring for their rights. They shouldn't be assisted by society. That's one of the biggest issues. You agree with it, except if it changes the policies and laws. That's how change comes. You can't just talk about stuff in fairy tale land and go to sleep with gummy bears and marshmallow pillows and hope that the world is fine in the morning when you wake up in Candyland. You have to actually change the laws and the policies. And you even gave the Wright brothers as an example of being woke. And I'm pretty sure you, sir, fly on airplanes. So next time that somebody says to you, what's woke? And are you cool with it? Maybe stop being an asshole and just say, I'm for people's rights. You can even think some of the wokeism goes too far and give specific examples that you disagree with, but in general, try not to be against the concept of people fighting for their rights and society trying to help them out with that and trying to respect it at the very least, because you just seem like a cold, callous idiot who clearly should be banned from flying on airplanes because it's just too woke, these newfangled air machines, huh? I'm a stand-up comedian. I do 3 stand-up comedy clips every week on my social media, @Ben Gleib. Follow me on the platform of your choice. This is Rebel HQ. I'll be doing more of these every week.